Oliver Smith here with OMS.FITNESS, back with another video. Today's topic is going to be how to warm up for the gym. So I think warm-ups should be a very, very simple part of your workout, but they tend to be heavily overcomplicated because people overcomplicate everything. It's totally normal. So in this video, I want to break down why to warm up, how to warm up, and maybe a few things you might want to avoid when you do your warm-ups. So first, why warm up? Super basic. You warm up so you do not get injured in your actual workout. The warm-ups are going to raise your body temperature, get your body primed and ready for the heavy work ahead of you. So the first step to any really good warm-up is going to be 5 to 10 minutes of cardio. That can be done any way you want. You could walk, you could do the treadmill, the elliptical, the rower. It doesn't matter, anything you want. Not a crazy intensity for this, but just enough to, maybe sweat a little bit, get warmed up, and get ready to go. After that, you are simply going to warm up on the first exercise that you have planned for that day. So, for example, let's say your first exercise that day that you have planned is going to be the barbell bench press, and you're going to be doing 135 pounds for 3 sets of 8. So instead of just going straight into it and doing, 135 pounds, you're going to do a bunch of light sets. Because if you went right into 135 pounds, it's dangerous. You really run the risk of injuring yourself, and it's just not a great idea. So what I would do is 2 to 4 light warm-up sets, and then move into the working weight. So you can do this really any way you want, but here's an example of how I would do it. So my first warm-up set would be just the bar. So it would be 45 pounds, and I would do 10 to 12 reps. And then I would rest a minute or two and do another warm-up set. And this time I would add a little bit of weight. So maybe I would do 85 pounds, and I would do 6 to 8 reps. Rest a little bit. Then another warm-up set. This time, add more weight. Maybe do 115 pounds and do 2 to 3 reps. Rest a little bit. One more warm-up set. This time with 130 pounds and maybe do 1 to 2 reps. After that, we rest and move into 135 pounds. By the time you do your first working set, you are super warmed up and super ready to go. Also, you're very comfortable with that movement. So a lot of times people will warm up, for a bench press with push-ups or anything chest related. I get that, concept, but for me, it makes so much more sense to warm up on the actual movement that you're going to be doing so that by the time you get to it, your technique is very, very comfortable. If you haven't bench pressed in a while, it's a really good idea to practice with some warm-up sets so that you have that movement pattern down and it's much safer. Now, you notice that as I do my warm-up sets, I am increasing the weight but decreasing the reps. The only reason I'm doing that is because I don't want you doing, 10 reps each warm-up set as the weight goes up, because that's going to be really tiring and you don't need to do that. So as you increase the weight, you're going to decrease the reps until you get to your working weight of 135 pounds for 3 sets of 8. So that is how you're going to warm up. Now, do you have to do this for every exercise of your workout? No. However, it may be a good idea if your next exercise is another big compound movement for a different body part. For example, say after the bench press you have barbell bent over rows scheduled. I think it would be a really smart idea to at least do 1 or 2 light warm-up sets before moving into your working weight for that. Just again to get the technique down and to get your back a little bit more warmed up because you've only really been doing chest. Now after that, if you have an isolation movement like a bicep curl or anything like that, I don't think you need to warm up for that. I mean, you're primed and ready to go by that point. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering that why I have not mentioned stretching or foam rolling. So, if you want to do stretching or foam rolling, go for it. Totally cool. But I would save that for the end of your workout, okay? Do not stretch before your workout. You can save it for afterwards. I don't really get much out of stretching and foam rolling, but a lot of people do, and that's awesome. What I would caution against with your warm-up is being that person who's rolling around on the floor with a foam roller doing God knows what for like an hour before the workout. That's not productive. That is a waste of your time, and just don't do that. A warm-up should not be longer than your actual workout. So in my opinion, the warm-up should be no longer than like 15 minutes. That's the max for a really good warm-up. So just to recap, warm-ups, very simple. Do it to avoid injury in your workout. First step is going to be 5 to 10 minutes of cardio, any machine. Second step is going to be warming up with a bunch of light sets for your first, 1 to 2 big exercises. Third, if you want to foam roll or stretch, totally cool. Just save it for after the workout. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you want to learn more about, what I do, my online training packages, please visit my website. It's OMS.FITNESS. So no .com, just OMS.FITNESS. And if you like the video, please share it, subscribe. It's really helpful for me. Comment, like, all that great stuff. If you want to get in touch with me, shoot me a DM or a message. I love talking about this stuff. And I appreciate you guys watching.